Hello, I'm gonna start talking. It's time for me to start telling my story, I guess. So, my name is Kevin Grant. Kal-El is the name that was given to me. I, I believe was given to me or was given to me by the Creator. Um, it started when I guess basically when I started on this path or on my journey. I asked what was my name because I I noticed in the Bible that a lot of people were renamed once they came into their calling or started to travel on a path, and Kal-El was what was revealed to me. Kal-El is, as you know, El is God. Uh, it's like Daniel, Michael. Um, Kal is the definition of Kal in Hebrew was basically light or like weightless. And anybody who knows me would pretty much say that's the way that I kind of live my life, where I'm the vibe that they get from me is always kind of carefree, kind of easygoing, light-hearted. So it seemed to resonate and match very well with me. So I kind of kept it and went along with it and really felt that it was my true name. Um, I got a lot to say. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to finish. I don't know what. So I'm just gonna hope that God will take over and lead me to the path, so I can get things out that need to be said. And of course, I'll have to make other videos and try to keep doing this. Like I said before, this is I'm out of my comfort zone here. This is not something that I've ever thought of doing. Not something that I'd ever wanted to or dreamed of doing. But it seems like there's a lot of things in this world that just aren't adding up, and people aren't answering questions. Even if they have the answers, they don't know how the answers, but they're not even going about it in the right ways to find the answers. And I'm sorry if I'm speaking fast. I guess this is the nerves kicking in. I guess um, maybe you can slow down your video and hear me. Uh, so I wanted to talk today about the whole timeline thing, the timelines. I've been looking at I've been hearing or coming across this whole thing about timeline shifts, and I didn't understand what it meant. And then people talk about quantum leaping and all these other things that I had never heard of before. They didn't make sense. I mean, I used to watch a lot of sci-fi, so yeah, so maybe that's where you might say I'm getting this stuff from. But it growing up watching sci-fi, I guess you start to think of things that could be, and now I believe that all those um, shows that I watched were kind of based on somebody's imagination, but not really quite somebody's imagination. Maybe they actually came from something real, and they just enhanced it. So all that to say, um, I want to talk about timelines. The first thing that people are going to say is that it doesn't make sense, right? Like, how can we be traveling through different timelines? Like, how can I be here? And well, I mean, if you believe in that whole, and you may not believe in it, but I mean, if you've heard of the whole multiverse thing, it kind of makes sense, where they say that every decision splits off and you make a separate world, right? So if every time we do something, then we decide we're at the fence, that fork in the road where we decide to go left or right, and we go right, there's a version of us that went left. And if that's the case, and we ended up going, and splitting off, there's a new world created for every decision that we didn't take, where we took that decision. Um, so that to me is how I understood the multiverse being created, and it makes the most sense. So if there's all these worlds, it's basically infinity or limitless, because everybody making decisions, everybody making a world. So if there's all these realities, it would come uh, to some kind of understanding that at some point they can't sustain, they can't exist. Not too many can't exist at once, so they're gonna start to crash, and if they crash, basically they just kind of implode on each other, and they close up. And when they close up, when they close up, I guess the people who were in a different one end up merging into the ones that are there. It's basically like one world's disappearing, but the people just don't disappear, so they kind of just get flushed over here. But and this is why I think that the people who have okay, I don't want to get into that. Okay, so like I said, so crashing, meaning the people end up being here. Well, not just here. I'm sure that there's still many worlds left, but I do think that they are collapsing. I think that's the problem that we're in right now. I'm running out of time on this video because my phone is almost out of memory. Yeah, I should have taken care of that before. But